Okay, let's begin then. I will start by giving a small introduction of myself. My my name is Yash Praladka. Yash is a pretty common name. I'm not sure you would find me using that. So this is my name. I'm a CFA charter holder. I have completed all my CFA levels. I am also a qualified actuary. I'm not sure if many of you guys would know what actuaries is or actuarial science is. It is a course of mathematics and statistics. I've completed that course as well. And what we do here is that we run this academy called the CFA Academy, where we do regular classes of CFA level 1, 2, and 3. We have already started a CFA level 1 batch, new batch, which is targeted towards the May 2025 attempt. Okay, so those who had joined a little early, 5 minutes or 10 minutes early, that was the CFA regular class going on. And we have been doing it for we've started 3 weeks ago, but all the sessions are recorded if anyone is interested in that part. But today's session is specifically about people who want to apply for scholarships for your May 2025 level 1 exams, because the window has just opened on 8th August and it is just open till 26th of August. Okay? So this is very important for us because I'm sure you guys are sitting here, you must have already done some bit of research. You approximately save $900, which is a hell lot of money for us Indians specifically. To gauge and understand you guys, can you guys just tell me if you guys are working professionals? How many of you are working professionals? Maybe unmute yourself or give a thumbs up or something on the chat if you're a working professional. This is just so that I can cater specifically to your requirements during the session, because we are going to talk in depth about the essay that you need to write, which is the kind of like the elephant in the room. That is the main part, and mostly everyone struggles with that itself. So that essay is a personal thing. If you guys are not working and most of you are maybe looking for a job, graduates, if you had filled the form which we had sent, it was also to understand this part only, whether you guys are working, whether you are students, to understand how to tailor make your essay in that particular direction. So I'm assuming, okay, so Nataraj is one person who is working. Others are graduates. Anyone doing post-graduation right now? Others are either doing graduation or have graduated. I'm presuming that post-graduation. Okay. Okay. So understood the kind of crowd we are catering to. What we are going to cover today is exactly how your CFA scholarship access form looks like. I'm assuming there are no professors here or someone studying with any of the CFA affiliated universities. Is there anyone who is doing a course called NISM?
No, sir. No, sir.
No? Okay. So those two scholarships won't be applicable for you. All of you are going to apply for the Access Scholarship. Okay. What we are going to cover is how the steps to apply to the scholarship. I will go to the CFA website. I will show you exactly where to find the application form. I will then show you how the form looks like. I have taken screenshots. I've asked someone else to, log in for me, because I cannot apply for scholarships anymore. I've asked someone else to log in for me, get me the screenshots of the exact question to get you the look and feel of how it looks like. So there has been a fair bit of effort from our side to bring this to you. So it would be helpful for you guys to, again, park any questions that you have with me. I want this to be an interactive session so that I can clear most of the doubts that you guys might have. Okay. So first, I will just take you to the CFA website itself. Okay, to show you where you can find this scholarship application form. This is how the CFA website looks like. The prerequisite is that you have already created an account. Okay, there is no payment you need to make for creating an account here. You create the account and then you can go into this CFA program section. Okay, you click on CFA program. This part, don't press on enroll and register because that will ask you for payment. You scroll down and you will find the scholarships here. Okay, click on the scholarship. They will tell you about the 3 scholarships that they offer. I asked you about the student scholarship and professor scholarship because you need to be a part of any of these affiliated universities to apply in this particular scholarship. So you can go and check the list. most of the universities are either MBA providing universities in India. I think there are approximately 32 Indian universities that are affiliated with the CFA Institute. If you're a part of them, then you should apply in this student scholarship section. If you are a professor, that means you're teaching for any college, anything, then you can apply in this professor scholarship. But my guess is that no one of you guys are teaching or are a part of the affiliated. So the access scholarship is what? Huh. Some of them are. NMIMS. NMIMS, I think AJ Somaiya is. I'm not sure about NMIMS. Yeah, you can check it here. Okay. So the difference is that your exam fees will get reduced to 600 instead of 400 if you apply for this. But if, sorry. So basically, it is given that you should not apply for both because इसमें पहले अभी इन्होंने चेंज कर दिया है. पहले they used to write access के लिए if you're not applicable for any other scholarship then you apply it. But I think you should not apply for both. I will just check and revert to you in your personal chat as well if you want to apply for both or not. I will do my research and let you know about that. But my first guess is you cannot apply for both. And it is better if you are if you are applicable to apply in the student scholarship or the professor, apply in that. Don't apply in access because access has the most amount of competition. Okay, so highest chances of you getting a scholarship, higher chance would be through student or professor if it is applicable to you. Even though you are losing out on $200, but the chances of you getting that suppose $700 benefit is also better for you than getting nothing. Okay, so access has the most amount of competition and it is the most difficult to get also. ठीक है, तो ये access scholarship में आपको कैसे apply करना है? The next step is that you click on this access scholarship button. Here you will get the application window, eligibility, enrollment criteria and everything. So this is a detailed criteria of what you need to be to apply for the program itself. It is not specifically for your access scholarship. ठीक है, इसमें it is about your exams and everything. This is program specific. This is not access scholarship specific. So this link is pretty useless, to be very honest. Most of you guys will already know this part. ठीक है, application window the details is given here. As I told you, 8 August it had opened. 26th August it is valid for your May 2025 level 1 and 2 attempts. Again, August it is going to open on 6th and this on 25th. You can easily look at this. They are given it pretty clearly of when the windows are open, and they will give you a decision by this time. Okay, so if you go and see, the early bird deadline is somewhere in this time only. I think it is 1 week after this, if I'm not wrong. So even if you don't get the scholarship, you can still apply using the early bird fees. So you are not losing out on the early bird part. But I would suggest if you have to arrange funds from somewhere, if you don't have the funds ready, and if you want to go and take maybe a loan, or maybe you need to take out funds from your fixed deposits or something like that, and you don't have ready access by this date, by the decision date, please keep that amount of early bird membership ka utna amount, keep it handy with you, so that if by any chance you don't get the scholarship, आपके पास early bird में register करने के लिए पैसे हो, you don't miss that deadline. ठीक है? Now, where you will get the application link is over here. ठीक है? The link is over here. I could not find the link anywhere else. I have most of your contact numbers. I will get this link sent to you guys. But this is where you will find the application link. Okay? If you click on this, right now it is showing as this because I'm not logged in yet. But if you guys will log in, they will give you the application form. I have taken a screenshot of that form so that you can have a look and feel of what are the questions that you might see here. Okay, so this is the first page and this is how it looks like. Over here, you will get the scholarship rules and everything. And you need to start by clicking here. Next, press karoge. Then this form is going to come up. Okay. Over here, you just need to fill in your basic details. Most of you must be from India. There are some people who are joining from Zimbabwe as well. So for them, they need to go and click their relevant society and select their relevant society. And then fill in your information. This is very basic information, nothing much. You can select your country and everything. And if you press next, this is where you will reach. Okay. Now, this is where the important stuff comes in. So this is asking you about your personal information. First thing I will tell you is don't lie anywhere in your scholarship. Okay? They might ask you for proofs later. And CFA Institute takes their ethics very, very seriously. Even in all your 3 exams, there's an ethics exam in all 3 levels. And if you don't clear that ethics, you won't clear that level. So ethics is of the paramount importance to them. So you need to be extremely ethical when you are applying for the scholarship. And if there is anyone who is from an affluent background, for whom paying the CFA membership would not, be a much of a financial burden, I suggest you don't go for the scholarship route. Okay? Because there are many applicants. Chance should be given to genuine people who are not being able to genuinely afford the kind of the program, and who might have better claim to the scholarship. आप बेकार का भरोगे, आपको नहीं मिलेगा. You're just increasing competition, and by any chance you get, obviously आपको फायदा होगा, but let's be ethical and not do that stuff. ठीक है? This is my suggestion to everyone. Obviously it is upon you guys to take it or not. But मैं आपको ये बताता हूँ इसको आपको कैसे भरना है. ठीक है? So the first question they are asking is, please indicate the number of individuals in your household who rely upon only you for their ongoing financial support. ठीक है? So most of you guys are not bread earners here, I'm assuming, क्योंकि किसी ने वर्क करने वाला नहीं हाथ उठाया. So most of you के लिए this answer will be 0, because no one is depending upon you to pay for their financial support. If you are a bread earner, you write how many family members are there. ठीक है? Second option for you is that there is no source of income in your household. This could be a legit scenario that there is no bread earner, you are financially dependent on someone else. Then you technically become, even though you're not earning anything, you technically do become the financial support or the backbone of your family. Maybe you don't have a full-time job, you don't have a organization that you're working in. Maybe you do some unorganized work, you help for someone in their offices, you get some amount of money, then also put the amount of people who are dependent upon you. ठीक है? मतलब you are trying to make your needs end in any way, then you put the amount of people that are dependent upon you. Now employment status में, again, most of you are studying, so ये आपके लिए no ही होगा. And student status में भी आपका, because you are not studying, you are a student member, so ये yes होगा आपके लिए. ठीक है? Now annual household income, this is very, very important. इसमें लिखा है, it is written that you need to give your household income. Household means not just you, it means anyone who is earning in your family, right? Isme there could be two things. Most of you people must be in nuclear families, I'm assuming. Must not be in joint families. Joint family mein ho, then there are many income earners. If you are in a nuclear family, this is the basic two criteria that would apply to you, either your parents or your spouse. Okay? Others might be your brother, elder sister. It might be anyone. It might be your uncle who might be supporting you. Then you include that as well. Okay? Household income should be not limited to salary. Basically, they are trying to say there is any income. Interest, dividend, investment, organized, unorganized, कुछ भी income होगा आपका, you include in this. ठीक है? In the Indian context, I would suggest, what is the tax return you're filing? That should be if you're in a HUF kind of a setup, the HUF tax return, or some of your individual tax returns that you're filing. ठीक है? That should be the income, because many of us do not actually disclose the full income also. So jitna disclosed hai, if CFA someday comes to ask for proof, ITR is the only proof you are going to give them. So that should be the proof that you should fill. That should be the base with which you fill this form. Okay? Other things as proof might be your salary slips, if applicable to you. For you, it won't be applicable. So while filling the form, keep in your head that you need to have a backup for whatever answer you are giving. Okay? That is the basic thing that I wanted to convey. उसके बाद they give you these options. ठीक है? कि what is the range of annual household income? Is it less than $10,000? $1,000 is approximately equal to 90,000 rupees. ठीक है? So this is annual. Okay, this is annual. So 40,000 means 36 lakh rupees. ठीक है? If anyone is in this greater than 40,000 criteria, I would suggest don't apply only. ठीक है? And they don't look at this from a global concept. मतलब globally नहीं देखते हैं वो लोग. they know that India is a country where you can sustain a low amount of income also. They would not compare your income to an average American's income. For Americans, this greater than 40,000 might be a low category, तो form वैसे ही build किया, but for India, greater than $40,000 is a very, very high amount. ठीक है? Any family earning that amount can probably sustain by paying the fees as well. ठीक है? So it is in a global context that this form is built, but your application will be built in the Indian context. उन्होंने पहले ही आपसे country, location सब मान चुके हैं उन्होंने. They are smart people. They teach us all of this: income parity, purchase power, inflation. So they know what is going on around the world. ठीक है? So as per the Indian context, your income should be low. Then you have a chance of getting the scholarship. So इसमें keep your ITRs as a backup, salary slips, or if you have a private limited company, then you file their returns and everything, uska backup ये सब लेके आप इसको fill करना. Next question is very, very अच्छा हाँ, one thing I missed over here. This income, even though they have written gross, ठीक है, annual gross income, this should be net of tax. This is the disposable income that you have. इसमें आप वो मत डालना, मतलब आप if suppose 36 lakhs is your taxable income, 36 lakhs में से 30% माइनस करके डालना, ठीक है, because that is the amount of money you are actually net earning in your house. Why they have written gross is basically because they want you to add up all the family bread earners का salaries. उसलिए उन्होंने gross लिखा है, not in terms of tax. ठीक है? So it should be net of tax that you tick whatever option you have. So please, आप लोग अगर कोई note लिख रहे हो तो pointer में ये specifically add कर दो कि you should use salary slip or ITR as your base and net of tax income आपको tick करना. ठीक है? Please mention that. Yes, I am recording. I will share the recording. Okay. Then next question. This is a very, very difficult question. Household net assets. What is net assets? What is net assets? Your total assets minus total liability of your household. Just a second. Total A minus L is net. ठीक है? So many of you might have a house on EMI, might have a car on EMI. So all this will be net of the outstanding liability that you have. Okay. It should not be just your assets. And see, think about the declared assets that you have, jiska proof you have. Most of households in India, they have a lot of jewelry, but that is not their declared income. Okay? So उस हिसाब से you need to mention it. मतलब even many people have jewelry, gold, ये सब, but kind of that is not their ITR file नहीं है वो आपका, and it might not justify the income that you have stated earlier. ठीक है? So it should all be, what you are saying should be basically your white money. ठीक है? To put it very, very clearly, not to be in any gray area. जो भी हो रहा है यहाँ white money के हिसाब से आपको बताना है. ठीक है? So this would include spouse, parents, others. ठीक है? इसमें they have given real estate, vehicles, savings, investments. So bank account include bank account balance. Demat account balance include, because these are all white things which is easily they can ask for that information. Okay? And this all, remember, this all will be connected to your essay also. Okay? How it will be connected, I'll tell you. So either again they have given ranges. Again, if you're in this range, don't apply. I would suggest don't apply. This is net assets of 90 lakhs. ठीक है? This is net assets of 90 lakhs. 90 लाख में से आप 3 लाख निकाल के फीस दे भी दोगे, I won't think it is going to impact your sustenance. ठीक है? It is not going to be a question of your bread and butter. It is not going to put any additional loans on you. ठीक है? There might be a scenario where this entire 90 lakhs is suppose in your house. मतलब it is in a fixed asset which you cannot liquidate at all. But that also still matters because you can easily sustain the loan then. You can take a loan on your house, you can take a education loan which is easily repayable with a collateral without much of effort. ठीक है? तो इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, but it might be a scenario that this happens. Now, these are the two main questions. ठीक है? These are the two main questions. Essays आपको लिखना है. Each have a limit of 250 characters. Each have a limit of, not characters, words, sorry. Each have a limit of 250 words. Now I will tell you how to answer this question and what are the pointers that you should write for sure in your answers, somewhere or the other. Okay. The first question is what prompted you to apply for the scholarship? So what they are trying to ask is why are you applying for the scholarship? The second question is how will receiving the scholarship make a difference in your pursuit? So how is this scholarship amount going to help you in future? That is what they are trying to ask you. So I have divided these two questions into two parts. One, the first question would be related to your past. How, by your past history, have come to this point that you need a scholarship and you want to do CFA. And second part is related to the future. Ki how getting this scholarship is going to help you achieve your dreams and goals in life. Okay? So this is how you divide these two essays. And what points to add in which essay will be governed by these two things. Okay. Now I have written 6 points over here. If you go and open the access scholarship rules करके एक फाइल है उधर, लिंक मिलेगा आपको. Over here, this किधर गया? I think yeah, this one scholarship rules. If you go and open this, you will see उधर first या second line में ही, first paragraph में I think it is written what is the criteria of selection, final selection in the scholarship. उन्होंने एक paragraph में लिखा है, उसको मैंने आपके लिए pointers में दिया है. I have made those into bullet points कि what basis which criteria they are going to judge your scholarship application. ठीक है? These are the pointers that you should remember and must address in your answer, either in part 1 or part 2. So the first answer you must highlight, why do you need financial need? This is the most important criteria. Second is what are your academic and professional considerations. It might be that you have not had a history of being a good person academically. Okay? But someone with the same kind of financial constraints that you have is better academically and they are able to convey it in their essay. That they have a good academic history, they are interested in academics. So who will deserve the scholarship more? The person who has a better academic history than yours. So you need to be very sure that you add your academic history, your academic qualifications, that you're working hard, everything in as a part of your essay. So that between the two of you, you get selected. Third is obstacles overcome. ये भी it is related to your past. ठीक है? How you have reached here, what hardships you had to face to reach here. This part भी, ये part भी इधर ही आएगा आपका. ठीक है? मतलब आपको उसको रुला देना है आपका ऐसे पढ़ा के. Simple language में he must feel empathetic towards you. He must feel that you are a genuine person who is facing hardships. So write as many emotive things as you can. ठीक है? अब मैंने ये तीन चीज को I have highlighted and written as related to past because all these three is what define how you have come here and what has prompted you to apply for this scholarship. Okay, so these three particular points you should write in the first part of your question, first part of your essay. ठीक है? What I am trying to do is give you a structure कि आपको कैसे आपका essay लिखना है. I have a sample essay written for you guys as well, but obviously you won't use those because there are around 15 of you guys over there. If everyone writes this, then it is of no use. All of you are going to get rejected. But that sample essay you can use as a reference. There are many sample essays available online. While handling the sample essay, I'll get into that. But according to the pointers CFA Institute has already mentioned, I have divided it into the two questions that you need to address it in. Okay? Everyone clear? Anyone wants me to go a little slower? Everyone comfortable with my pace? Okay. Any questions till now? Any questions? This recorded session will get uploaded on YouTube. The links will be shared somewhere or the other to you guys. You can see that later. Don't worry about that. And if you want to note something down, these are very, very small pointers that you can note down. Okay. So these three specifically should be covered in your first answer. The last three I will talk about right now. So CFA Institute as an institute, as I already mentioned, it gives a lot of stress on ethics. So it gives a lot of stress on how their members contribute to the society. So if you have some contribution to the society that you've already done, you can make it a part of your first essay or second essay. But you must write some social contribution that you are going to give to the society or that you aspire to give or you have already given as a part of your essay. So that always gives you some brownie points in this respect. And this is not just true for CFA Institute. Many of you might be applying to universities abroad as well. Abroad mein, in the US, UK, all the universities give a lot of weightage to any CSR activity that you have done, any social activity that you have done. They give a lot of weightage to that. Okay? So make sure you include this part in your essay some way or the other. Fifth part is your interest in pursuing CFA. Okay? Now, there are many courses available. There is CA, there is ACCA, there is actuarial science. Over here, you need to basically mention why you chose CFA specifically out of all the courses. And you need to make sure that the other person, the person who's reading the essay, understands that you are motivated to complete the course. What happens? You are just appearing for level 1 right now. They want to give scholarships to people who are going to appear for level 1, 2, and 3. It might be आप अभी scholarship लेके छोड़ दिए. वो अगर छोड़ दिए, so whatever they have invested in you is a loss to them, right? So they only want to give scholarships to students whom they think are going to sustain all the 3 levels successfully and earn the charter at the end. So you need to give points to them to show that CFA is your thing. Basically, CFA is where you are going to earn your bread from in future and is a course that you are going to complete. तो ये part भी बहुत important हो जाता है, and which is why you include it in the second essay, that how this interest of your CFA is going to help you achieve your dreams in future. Okay? So again, I'm showing you the 2 questions so that you understand again what I'm trying to, how I'm trying to structure your answers there. Okay? What prompted you to apply for the scholarship means whatever you have done in the past that has led you, or what have you overcome in the past that has led you here, and why you want to do your CFA. Why you want to apply for the scholarship, and how receiving the scholarship is going to make your difference in your life. That means what your future will look like if you get this scholarship. Okay? And these are you, मतलब वो document आप जब खोलोगे, you will find these exact pointers that I'm telling you, and others that they have mentioned is that any other thing which you feel relevant to you, you can mention. Okay? So these essays are going to be extremely personal to your life. It is going to be according to your own, how you have been brought up, how you are, what you are doing. It is going to be extremely personal, and you need to push all the emotions that you have into the CFA so that जो भी उसको read कर रहा है, he feels empathetic towards you. He feels how you're going through, and he feels the importance that this degree is going to hold in your life. ठीक है? Now, first मैं आपको sample ऐसे दिखाता हूँ. Then I have written what all can be included as a part of your essay in the introduction, body, and conclusion, as you have already must have done before. Okay? And what are some of the example points I have also written that might apply to you, that you can take as a part of your essay. Okay? The first sample essay that I have written is from a perspective of a graduate. I went through the responses of all the students. Most of you were either studying, most of you were not working basically. So I've written the sample essay from that perspective only, that you are studying somewhere and you want to add CFA to your professional qualifications that you want to earn. Okay? So this is the answer to part 1 of the essay. Okay? This is the answer to part 1 of the essay. Now I'm reading it aloud for you. I am writing to express my interest. Okay? Your interest should be very, very, should be the center point of your essay. Okay? Interest and financial need is the 2 center points that you must write. Interest towards CFA Level 1 scholarship program. My name is XYZ and I am a graduate student. Whatever your case is, you're doing graduation, last year of graduation, maybe आप कर सकते हो CFA. So it could be that you are applying as while pursuing graduation, you've already done graduation. You can write I am a postgraduate student. Okay? If you write a postgraduate student, it shows that you are keen to study. Okay? So you can write that part. I am pursuing XYZ in the field of finance. So I'm assuming whoever must be studying, they must be specializing in accounting or finance. Marketing background, so usually people don't come to the CFA. If you're doing MBA, you must be doing MBA in finance. You write this part. The second option I've just added, working in the field of finance. Okay, working in the field of finance, आप add कर सकते हो if you're a working professional. You can also write the name of the company you're working for if it is a recognized company. Don't write the name of a very, very local company. It won't add. to anything. They don't care where you work at. But if it is a reputed firm where there is a lot of competition, then you are working there, where a firm in which maybe CFA will lead to an increment in your salary, then you write. Okay? Otherwise, don't write. And if you're writing this, you're working somewhere, please write in your essay somewhere or the other. Please write in your essay somewhere or the other that my organization does not reimburse my CFA curriculum fees. That my organization does not. If you're working anywhere, please make sure you write my organization does not reimburse my CFA membership fees. Okay? I am very committed to pursuing my career. Commitment, motivation, ये सब आपको दिखाना होगा. ठीक है? Pursuing my career in the field, and I strongly believe that CFA charter holder will be pivotal in helping me in my professional and personal goals. So first line introduction is about your interest, about yourself, where you are currently, interest in the field of finance in general and CFA in specific. Okay? Now you write about your financial constraints. Because first part में आपको financial constraint लिखना ही है. If you are not writing anything about your financial constraint, आप उससे पैसे नहीं मांगोगे तो they are not going to give you money. You need to ask for money some way or the other. ठीक है? What comes in the way? मतलब this is my goal, but what comes in the way of my goal is that the CFA exam would be a significant financial burden on me and my family. Coming from a remote part of the developing nation, ठीक है? You might come from a Mumbai is a known city, but everyone who's attending is not from Mumbai. ठीक है? You might be from some other small town. So you need to write that you are coming from a very, very small town, small background, so that they connect with you. They should understand that you have not been brought up in a very, very affluent family. ठीक है? In a developing nation, my family has worked very hard to support me in my studies. ये primarily written from a perspective of a person who is studying. ठीक है? With only a single bread earner, which is most of the cases, there is only a father figure who is earning. My father figure in a family of 6. This 6 you must mention in your form before. Okay? So this is how you connect your essay to what you've written earlier. It has been a difficult journey. So this is what you're showing your hardships that you have overcome, right? This is showing why you need financial. So this is picking 2 of the required eligibility criterias. Okay? So आपको वो clearly in some language or the other you have to portray it. Okay? Now the second part जो मैंने बोला था academic and professional qualification, right? Little about academic professional you have written here. You elaborate on that. I have been diligently working hard and consistently been doing well. इसमें if you have proof that you are a gold medalist, you are a ranker in any of your classes, fields, XYZ, please mention that. I earned 97% in my 12th exam. I am a gold medalist in my 3rd year of my BCom. Please mention that. I am a 99% CAT percentiler. Please mention that. It shows that you are from an academic background and there is a high chance that you successfully pass all the 3 levels. ठीक है? इसीलिए I have written marks and achievements to be added here. Whatever your personal marks and achievements would be, you add it here. I am motivated to complete my CFA, and through this scholarship, I will be inching towards my larger goal of spreading financial awareness in my remote town. ठीक है? This is very important. मैंने आपको क्या बोला था? Social cause होना चाहिए. There must be some social cause, big social cause which you want to work towards. So you have already started hinting towards your social cause. So धीरे धीरे we are ticking all the boxes. We are ticking all the boxes that they require for them to give you a scholarship. Okay? So this is your first essay. Why? What has prompted you? You have clearly answered what has prompted you. Significant financial burden has prompted you. Okay? And your interest in finance has prompted you. And you want to go towards your goal. That has prompted you. You have answered it very well over here. अब essay का part 2, second essay. Second essay का question, what was the question? How is the scholarship going to impact your future endeavors or going to help you? Okay, we will be future oriented here. My interest. Okay, so over here there was a part where we also saw why you are interested. So यहाँ पे आप interest में delve in करो. How did you learn about CFA? This first paragraph if you don't have enough to write in the first one, 250 words आपका full नहीं होता है, this first paragraph somehow you can put it as your first essay part also. This could be second essay or first essay. ठीक है, the first paragraph, I'm telling you. How did you get to know about the CFA Institute? Why do you want to do CFA specifically? ठीक है, this is how you address that and no other course. My interest was initially sparked. ठीक है, आपका interest how genuinely आपको first time CFA कैसे पता चला? It would be either through your colleague, senior, career counselor, professor, your fellow student, whoever. So first time I got to know about CFA through this medium. उसके बाद I did a lot of research. I went through valuation videos maybe. So over here I have written specifically, he's a renowned personality. Mr. Ashwath Damodaran is a renowned personality. So he has given many lectures for the CFA Institute as well. There are many YouTube videos on uploaded by the CFA Institute itself. Go through, there are many guest speakers. You can pick any guest speaker you want. You can see their work. They are a CFA charter holder. You can take example of any other CFA charter holder who's doing well in life. He is my idol. वैसे भी कर सकते हो. You not necessarily you have to write about this also. मत लिखो आप इसके बारे में कि this was spark. Maybe a professor has told you and you look up to the professor and he told you because you are very good at financial analysis. इसलिए he told you. That shows two things. That you are good at studies. A professor is recommending you something to do. That means you're a good fit for the program. So you can take that route also. Or you can show that you have done your own research. There are two routes that you can take. So my interest in valuation was initially sparked by a lecture delivered by Professor Ashwath Damodaran. He's a professor at NYU University in the US. He has given many lectures for CFA Institute on YouTube by CFA Switzerland Society, leading to a chain of events and me ultimately deciding that I want to pursue portfolio management as a profession. Be very specific about your goal. कि आपको लाइफ में फ्यूचर में क्या करना है. I have already made it future oriented because I have made it a part of my second essay. I want to be a portfolio manager. I want to be a fund manager. I want to be a hedge fund manager. I want to go into venture capitalism. I want to go into private equity. Be very specific about your goal. Don't write, I want to work in the world of finance. बहुत broad है वो. It is very, very broad. Make a specific goal. You are working towards that goal. And how? Now we have to do a little bit of buttering to the CFA Institute. How CFA is the best program to achieve that goal. ठीक है? We need to butter up. This is the first time I came across CFA program, and post doing further research and understanding how comprehensive, तारीफ कर रहे हैं, how comprehensive the course is to further my goal, I decided to embark upon this journey. ठीक है? कुछ तारीफ करो, make it a diverse course, make it comprehensive, maybe write few of the subjects that you're specifically interested in, quantitative methods. You can write, I want to go into algo trading, so I want to learn about trading. You give very, very specific niche goals and maybe give references to this subject in this course. In your course will help me and others will give me a comprehensive holistic learning. ठीक है? तारीफ करो आप क्यों CFA Institute is the best basically. ठीक है? Now write show little more about your interest. कि if you have, I did a graduation project on valuation of XYZ company, which was highly appreciated by my college professor. ठीक है? And published in my college magazine. If you have any such achievements, please mention that achievement. You must show that you are a deserving candidate. Anyhow, छोटा achievement भी हो. मतलब उनको नहीं पता आपके कॉलेज में कितना छोटा सा चीज होगा ये. ठीक है? They don't know that amount of specific, right? So write whatever achievement is that you have or that you might have that makes you ahead in the race. ठीक है? This again could have been a part of your first essay as well. But because I wrote about this part, valuations, interest in my valuation. इधर लिखा है ना? Valuation was initially sparked, which is why I'm wrote valuation here only. ठीक है? Everyone with me? Any questions till now? I strongly believe, future oriented, that my next leg of growth in my professional career will come through seeking more structured and comprehensive programs such as CFA. तारीफ. ठीक है? This will also further another cause that I'm working on, that is to increase financial awareness in my small town. ये आपने पहले भी लिखा था. Okay, social. And again, last में, they should have, by the end of reading it, they should have a feeling that you are a deserving, you need financial assistance, you are interested, and you have a goal that you are working towards. So last में, conclusion में, we sum it all up. We sum it all up. This being said, my financial condition is not so strong to afford the fees of the course, and the scholarship would be immensely helpful to further my goals. Thank you for the time and consideration. I hope to be considered as a worthy candidate, make a positive impact in finance industry, especially my hometown. Thank you for my consideration. ठीक है? So you round it all up in the conclusion कि you have told about your achievements. You have again यहाँ पे financial aid वापस लेके आया क्योंकि first paragraph के बाद वो second paragraph में कहीं पे mention नहीं किया था. तो एक छोटा सा push उधर भी दे दिया and how it is going to help you achieve your future goals. So ये future oriented भी हो गया. This has become future oriented also. So this is how we make a well-rounded essay. Caveats means warnings. No chat GPT. ठीक है? Make it personal. Personal chat GPT से नहीं हो सकता. It is not possible to use AI to make your essays personal. Do not blatantly copy from anywhere. Do not blatantly copy from anywhere. Okay. Highlight on the 6 points that I had already bulleted down for you. By reading your essay, you make, matlab, bullet 1 ke against, wherever you are mentioning it, do a strike 1, strike 2, strike 3 to see how many times you have connected to that emotion. Okay, this is a technique of writing good applications. Okay, in general, not just for anything. Before you write any essay, any letter, anything, you must have what you want to convey as pointers in your head, and you must tick that if you have conveyed that thing or not. The most amount of tick should be under financial need, interest, professional, and your contribution to society. Correct. You must appear as a goal-oriented, academically sound person in financial need. Okay. So this was a sample essay. Now, to answer each point, I have given you some examples. In my essay, I have written sole bread earner wala point already. You can write you are responsible for your younger siblings if you have them. Okay. A lot of dependent family members if you have them. You can write low family income. You can write points like disaster struck in COVID, because of which the business, maybe any one of your bread earner has lost their livelihood. You can write if you have any person who is ill in your family. You can write that my income, even though I have an income, it has been parked. If you are in the higher end of the spectrum, income spectrum, or higher end of the asset spectrum, you can write that you have high medical cost for someone who is ill, जिसके वजह से you park those funds there, which is why you still need financial assistance. हाँ, they can ask you for proof कि भाई ill है, मुझे documents दिखाओ. Someone is ill, and if you are not able to prove, you can be debarred from the CFA program altogether as well. They are very strict about all this. So no lie, ठीक है? No lie. मतलब I'm giving you tips and tricks, but don't use it, negatively. हाँ, उसको मतलब आपको genuinely apply करता तभी use करना. मैंने starting में ही बोला, if you are able to pay, please pay. Don't apply for scholarship. Leave it for genuine people who actually need it. You can, instead of ill parents, if you are doing a course like MBA something, you can also write कि मैं MBA का loan लिया हुआ है, उसमें मेरा ये पैसा जा रहा है already. To repay that loan, EMI में मेरा पैसा जा रहा है. Even though I'm earning this much, my money is going to repay my loan. So I don't have disposable income left to pay for mine. You can also write if you genuinely need a loan, instead of, the only option that you have is that you get a scholarship or you have to take a loan. You write that I will have to take a loan which will add the financial burden. You write all those. Don't shy away from writing all this. Okay? No one except for a random person is going to read your essay. So don't shy away from anything. Okay? Okay, so this was financial need showcase करने के लिए what pointers you have. Academic and professional qualifications. What pointers can you add? So I had already written projects completed, right? You can add you are a consistent learner. You have been consistently scoring well in all your exams. Write about your current qualification. If you have already completed FRM, if you have already completed CA, write about that. Okay? Scored high in graduation, specialized in finance. Professors saw my caliber and suggested a comprehensive course such as CFA. Working for a well-known firm who does not support or pay fees, does not support, yaad rakhna. If you are writing you are working for a reputed firm, You must write, they do not support me financially for my fees. Obstacles overcome. Not brought up in a city. Coming from a remote area, lack of infrastructure. Okay, had no knowledge. It might be true for people. I've come across people who have not learned in an English language medium school, but who have learned English separately afterwards. You can write had no knowledge of English language, but learned it. This is overcoming obstacles. This is nothing but overcoming obstacles, right? Where family loss. Many people, hopefully not any of you, but might have gone through deaths in your family, might have had these conditions, lost a bread earner, family का downfall हुआ है COVID में, many people have lost jobs, many people have went to zero in such situations, health issues in family. So these are what obstacles that you've overcome and you're still confident and sitting here, right? This is what you should include. So these are pointers that you can include. So these are examples, basic examples. To achieve your goal, how will the scholarship matter to you? Your goal and how CFA will help you achieve it. Okay? In this, you can write that it was your school dream. A career counselor in your school came and then you did the research. Research se pata chala that CFA is best suited for myself. Okay? Two things you are highlighting, that you're good at research. Okay? And that you have this goal-centric habit very early on in your life. Okay? Neighbor told you, neighbor who is earning well, who is working for this company. I aspire to uplift my own family because of that. I look up to him. Interest in finance, 100 वीडियोस, एग्जांपल शार्क टैंक भी लिख सकते हो आप, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है कि शार्क टैंक आपने देखा, उससे आपको पता चला कि वैल्यूएशंस क्या होता है. You got to know about valuations. Then you dig deeper. You got to know about CFA as a structured course. ठीक है? Professional growth. If you are working in an organization which gives you incentive of learning, so if you are a worker, then this is valid for you. ठीक है? Spoke with professionals on LinkedIn for companies where I aspire to work. Again, this is showing hard work that you're trying to do. You're goal centric. ठीक है? Write good things about course, comprehensive है, subjects अच्छे हैं, ये है, वो है. You want to improve the standard of living of your parents. That is your goal. And except for that, contribution to society मैंने अलग से लिखा था. So contribution to society में what all can you mention? You want to teach underprivileged students. ठीक है? You want to spread financial awareness in India. Many people write that in India, equity markets, investments are thought of as gambling. I want to make people understand that it is not gambling. Financial awareness बढ़ाना हुआ, correct? India is very under financially penetrated. It is a developing nation. I want to increase this metric for India. I had undereducated, uneducated parents. I want to educate them as well to uplift my family. This is also a social cause, even though you are doing it for your family. ठीक है? And upliftment of underprivileged है, yeah? Okay, so these are examples of social causes that you can add. Supporting evidence for your interest in finance, projects, any awards that you might have given, awareness of news. So you can write that Abhi, very recently, right now, what happened? Bank of Japan initially increased their interest rate. उसके वजह से there is a concept called carry trade in CFA level 1 to 3 में आप पढ़ोगे उसके बारे में. Don't worry, it is there. So you saw interest rate hike हुआ वहाँ पे, markets fell down. You went and did some research on this. You found about a concept called carry trade. Then you saw कि where can you learn these concepts. उससे you got to know about CFA, which sparked your interest and you decided you want to do CFA. ठीक है? Build a story. Build a story. ठीक है? This shows awareness of news. This shows you are driven to do research. This shows many things about you. Build stories. And end में introduction आपको समझ में आ गया. End में obviously you will write a generic statement. Thank you for the opportunity of letting me apply. Hope you take me into consideration as a worthy candidate XYZ. ये तो सबके लिए होगा. So this is how you structure the essays. Sample points that might apply to you or which might help you think other points that are applicable to you. I have covered everything comprehensively so that you guys can take your own time. Personally, आप ऐसे बना सकते हो. ठीक है? For other things, yeah, I think this was all from how to apply for a CFA scholarship and what pointers to include, keep in mind and everything. If you have any doubts, I will open the floor to any questions that you might have. At the end, I will provide you with my contact details so that you can contact me. If you are interested in joining our CFA course, then you can call me, you can ask me. We have also I personally have more than 4 years of teaching experience in CFA. I have 5+ work experience working in the industry. So there is a lot of practical angle that I can give you. And it is my genuine interest to, teach students. I do it just on weekends. We run classes on weekends only. It is always streamed live. All the classes are recorded and given to you in case you miss any lectures and everything. And we provide all the support, whether it is mock exams, questions, everything. One more thing I wanted to cover. For now, CFA has introduced 3 payment plans. One is a base payment plan. Second is with some additional questions that they give you. And third is with mocks and more additional questions that they give you. Please don't go for your mocks and additional questions wala plans if you don't get the scholarship. Scholarship is for the base plan. Because you will get information, the questions, there are a lot of questions freely available in the market, especially if you are joining any institute, whether it is ours or any other institute, they will give you, I'm sure they will give you sufficient questions and everything. So go for the base plan. I don't understand why they have come up with 3 plans. They claim to be a non-profit organization. It does not seem like that. Because these are all what? These are nothing but, add-ons. Right now, premiumization is a very new, good, upcoming word. They are also trying to premiumize their product. पहले ये सब कुछ वो free में भी देते थे. They had their education platform. It was all provided for free. They claim to be a non-profit organization, but they are still wanting to charge extra for all these features, which they were earlier providing for free. Okay? So this is what I wanted to communicate as well. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, about the documents uploading.
Yeah.
Will we have to self-upload the document, or if they ask for any documents, then
No, don't give any documents by yourself. Only if they ask. What happens is that they have audits, random audits, and they don't ask for documents from everyone. They ask, again, if you're randomly selected, they'll ask you. So it is a pretty random process, which is why don't risk lying. Keep the documents ready. But in all probability, they don't ask. To be very honest, I have not heard, I think I've heard in the last 4 years, only 2 people out of maybe 400 or 500 people I know who have applied for scholarship, only 2 people have applied for, sorry, they got a request for documents or proofs.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
This is my phone number and email ID. Yes, tell me, Amisha.
Yeah, in case if we have applied for a scholarship earlier and we were not we didn't got the scholarship, are we eligible to apply for again? Like, can we
For
apply?
this, have you appeared for the level 1?
No, actually I had applied for women's scholarship earlier, but I didn't got it.
So you did not appear, you did not appear for the exam itself, or you appeared and failed?
I just had applied for scholarship, but it and I didn't got the scholarship, so I just left it.
Then you can apply for access scholarship.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Khushbu. Good morning.
Sir, I have already written an essay. If you could please provide feedback and if there are some changes to be made.
You can contact me. I usually do it just for my students, but if you guys send me, I won't ignore you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Send me a WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number. Send me a WhatsApp.
And sir, about the form filling, when you are fully ready with your essay, then only we have to fill the form, right?
So there is an option to save and continue later. So you can fill the partial form, save it, and continue writing the essay before you submit it at the end. But you have to submit before 26th, huh? So you submit as soon as you're ready.
Okay, sir.
And all the questions that are there, I've covered all the questions. There are no more questions.
Sir, what is the difference between professor, student, and access?
Professor, student, and access. Access is open to all, basically, who have a financial need. Student is only for people who are affiliated, basically, who are studying in one of the affiliated universities, who have a affiliation with the CFA Institute. At the start of the class, I had shown a link where you could see if your institute is if your university is affiliated to the institute or not. You can check if your university is affiliated to the institute and then apply there. If it is, that is. Also, we have I'll just show you. We have a YouTube channel where we upload our lectures. If you search for the CFA Academy, you will be able to find demo lectures that we conducted. This is a lecture for quantitative methods, first 2 readings of your curriculum. This is part 1 of the lecture and this is part 2. And this is a career counseling session of CFA of what the future prospects are. So you can go and view these. This scholarship recording will also get uploaded here if you want to refer it later on. Okay. You can just type CFA Academy and the first thing you will see is our channel only. If you want, you can take a photo or screenshot of this. And you can go through these concepts. Today also I took a TVM lecture itself. That also I will upload over here. So you might get continuous updates and you might get your concepts cleared over here as well. You can go through these. We also have a LinkedIn and a Instagram and Facebook channels. Please follow us. This is a new academy that I've started with few of my other colleagues.